Throughout my years of basketball training, kids and hoopers are asking me questions all day, every day. So in this video, I'm gonna talk to you guys about 5 main questions that kids and hoopers are always asking me. Let's get into it. The fastest way to get better at basketball on your own is a tricky one, because in my opinion, the fastest way to get better is to play live in games as much as you possibly can. Now, if you're on your own, the best way I would suggest to get better is to watch some film or head to YouTube and type in your favorite players. So maybe you type in Kyrie Irving finishing or Kyrie Irving pick and roll, and then you go out in your driveway or your backyard or the park and you try to mimic exactly what they do. I know my guy Nate did this a lot growing up, and I did too, where you go in your backyard or driveway and you try to mimic your favorite players' moves, and I think that's probably the best way to get better. Staying motivated when you're not seeing results is definitely difficult, but I think detaching from the outcomes and learning to enjoy and fall in love with the process is the most important thing. The reality is when you get to the top and you actually reach that outcome, you're not gonna be as happy or satisfied as when you're in the day-to-day mundane grind of it. So I think the best way to do that is just to enjoy the process and fall in love with the day-to-day. One drill that I did every single day to become a better basketball player is definitely form shooting. I just remember going in my backyard. I had a half court in my backyard, and I would be as close to the rim as I could, try to do 10 to 20 form swishes, then I take a step back, do the same thing, take a step back. And I did that almost every single day from 8th grade until the end of my college career. And that way, I just fine-tuned my form, got a feel for the ball, and that really helped me become a really good shooter. Yeah, thoughts of quitting definitely creep into your mind, especially when things aren't going your way. But I think those are the moments where you really need to buckle down and dig deep and realize that if you don't quit, you can't lose. So I think thoughts of quitting are normal in anybody's journey, whether you're an athlete or a business owner, entrepreneur, or you're working in a company. I think those are normal thoughts. So if you're having those thoughts, don't think that you're an outlier. Just realize that if you quit now, there's 2 options. You can quit now and potentially regret it later, or keep plugging away and you're going to thank yourself in a year for not quitting. Basketball has changed my life in so many ways. I've, number one, been able to meet so many great, amazing people from all different walks of life, whether they came from a low socioeconomic background or an affluent background, or they're from different parts of the world. I've been to Vietnam and Iceland and Italy to teach basketball. So basketball's taken me so many different places and also helped me form relationships that I'll have for life. Give my younger self one piece of advice about basketball. I wouldn't change my work ethic, because I think I worked as hard as I possibly could, but I would say work smarter. So maybe not train by myself as much. I would try to, for every hour I train by myself, try to find an hour of pickup games with some grown men and better players so that I could get better and stronger much quicker. I think I say this all the time, but being the worst player in the gym is a great piece of advice for any player out there, because that's where the real growth and the challenge is going to force you to get better. So, and then I would also say just to enjoy the moment a little more, not worry about where you're going to play in high school or the D1 school you're going to go to. Just really enjoy every moment, because at the end of the day, the ball stops bouncing and you're going to have to move on. One mistake that young hoopers tend to make, and how I would fix it, is they are too caught up in what team they're playing on and who's on their team and who they're playing with. So it's not necessarily on the court, but I think they get caught up in the theatrics of it and the business side of it. So we get kids all the time worrying about what AAU team they're playing on or what travel team they're playing on, or even in our workouts, they don't like what team they're on and they say the teams are unfair. So I think the biggest mistake that they make is not going out of their way to go out of their comfort zone, if that makes sense. So they're always trying to be comfortable and always trying to like the situation. It's that saying when you were at summer camp, the chaperone or teacher says, like, they're giving out popsicles, get whatever color you get, like, you get what you get, you don't get upset. So I think that's important and relates to basketball, whereas maybe you're not on the right team, the team that you want to be on, or maybe you're not in the right situation, but always making the most of that situation. I know I just rambled a lot about that, but I think that's important. My ultimate goal with basketball, on or off the court, I think is just to change and impact as many lives as I possibly can. I think it's a really cool avenue to be able to do that. I don't think, while I love basketball, I think I use it as a vehicle to be able to help others, inspire, and lift people up. So I think that's my biggest goal, just to be able to help as many people as I can with it, and using basketball as the vehicle to do it. So hope that brought you guys value. We got a lot of good feedback on our previous video. If you guys want to check that out, we can put the link on the video, but let me know what you guys think. As always, leave a comment. Make sure you guys subscribe, because we're so close to 10K. And let me know what you want me to touch on next. Peace.